You know, so just to think that a conscious adult, well, I wouldn't even say conscious, an adult, an alert adult is, you know, egging you on to go take someone's life.
Are they going with you, or they're just telling
They're
you?
just waiting in the car for you. And you know what's absolute lunacy is the more crimes you do, the more juice you get.
Yeah, you're cool.
The cooler you, the more horrific the crime, the cooler you are.
That's wild. So, when you hear about, like, after that happens, something like that happens, and you hear, hey, you know, what you guys did last night, you killed 2 people.
Yeah,
2 people died.
That's exactly how it happens.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Then, you know, a week later you're arrested, and then you leave for 30 years.
Yeah.
And no one gives a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Or your mom.
Right.
Or your siblings.
That's wild. So, have you ever been in a situation where you're with somebody and the opposite side attacks you, and somebody you are with gets killed?
Close. One time I was at the Bahia Beach with the clique, and the beach was it had both sides. So we were coming out of the bathroom and they pulled back up in a Bronco. Remember, it was a big baby blue Bronco, and the dude opened the back of the Bronco and he was just like boom, boom. Like I could literally feel like the shit go through my ear, like boom, boom, boom. And you know how they have those big poles with the lights,
right?
And they have like the big thing in the back. So I was behind it, and I look over, and my boy, pop, collapses. But he got lucky, bro. Like the bullet went in his head and came out like on the other side, but it didn't like fuck up his brain. He was in a coma for 3 weeks. Wow. It just bruised his brain because he kind of like went through it. So when he woke up, he had a tube down his throat, so he couldn't talk. But, you know, he was face first in a puddle of blood. We all thought he died. You know, so that was a crazy moment.
So when that happens, you guys take off?
Me and my brother had a 5.0 convertible at the time. And my brother, we all put him in the car. We took him to the hospital, running red lights and shit. So all the police are behind us, fucking following us, like 10 police. And then we get to the hospital. We get him out of the car. And they get him. They put him in, and you know the police gets us, and you know they held us, and we went to jail and all of that. And then we got out, and he made it.
That's awesome.
Well, he didn't really make it. Like
he still has issues.
He's in Pelican Bay right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, have you had to do a stretch of time?
Nah, just small stuff. I'm not really a jail person, you know. Right. I went to jail I got a hate crime once. You know, it was kind of crazy at the time.
You were accused of hate?
Well, we were at a stoplight, and a gay person blew a kiss at us. So we got out the car and proceeded with violence, and someone got the license plate, and then the detectives were at my house.
Wow.
You know, it is a long time ago. You know, I'm not saying I'm proud of any of that, but I know this podcast is based on stories from a long time ago. Right. So, you know, so I got a hate crime, and you know, the detective went to my house, and I ended up catching a case for a hate crime.
So, what is that? Back then, that's probably was a new crime back then, because that came later.
No, you know, because we used you know.
You said the words.
Yeah, that's how they determined that it was a hate crime.
That's interesting. Obviously, there's no cops there, but somebody said, "Hey, he said this," and then they beat him up. Who? You
gotta understand, Flossie, that there's no such thing as detective work. There's such a thing as snitching.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So who snitched?
Everybody.
It's like today.
It's just like today.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, bro. Like half the dudes you see with tattoos, and they're all, you know, on the other side.